Welcome back to Nation of Glory. Today, we bring you the thrilling and inspiring journey of a man who redefined professional wrestling with his acrobatic style, fearless attitude, and magnetic presence. His name is Robert Schakowsky, but the world knows him as Rob Van Dam, or simply RVD. For decades, fans have chanted his name, admired his unique moves, and celebrated his legacy as one of the most innovative and exciting performers to ever step into the wrestling ring. This is not just the story of a wrestler, it is the story of a man who turned his individuality into greatness and became a legend by being unapologetically himself. Rob Van Dam was born on December 18, 1970, in Battle Creek, Michigan. Like many young kids, he grew up with dreams bigger than his small-town surroundings. As a child, Rob was athletic, adventurous, and always curious about pushing boundaries. That mindset would later define his career. From an early age, he was drawn to martial arts and physical activity, which gave him not only discipline, but also the agility and flexibility that would become his trademarks in wrestling. Before he ever stepped into the squared circle, Rob was building the foundation for the unique style that fans around the world would come to love. His journey into professional wrestling began in the late 1980s and early 1990s, a time when the industry was dominated by larger-than-life characters. Most wrestlers were known for their big physiques and power-based moves. But Rob was different. He wasn't just about size or strength, he was about creativity, agility, and technique. His martial arts background gave him a unique edge, and he quickly developed a reputation for being unlike anyone else. Fans who saw him early in his career knew they were witnessing something special. Rob's rise to prominence took shape in Extreme Championship Wrestling, better known as ECW. For those who lived through it, ECW was not just a wrestling company, it was a movement. It was a place where wrestlers broke boundaries, where creativity thrived, and where fans demanded authenticity. ECW gave Rob Van Dam the platform to showcase his full potential. It was there that he truly became the whole fun show, the nickname that perfectly captured his charisma and energy. In ECW, Rob Van Dam put on matches that are still remembered today. His arsenal of kicks, flips, and high-risk maneuvers left fans speechless. Whether it was his signature 5-star frog splash, his Van Daminator with a steel chair, or the way he could turn any moment into a highlight, Rob stood out as a performer who gave everything to the fans. He wasn't just wrestling, he was creating art in motion. His matches were fast, fluid, and thrilling, and he quickly became the face of ECW. What made Rob even more special was his authenticity. He wasn't trying to be anyone else. He carried himself with a laid-back, cool personality that fans connected with. He was confident, sometimes cocky, but always genuine. People didn't just cheer for Rob Van Dam because of his moves, they cheered because they believed in him, because he represented individuality, creativity, and freedom. In many ways, Rob Van Dam embodied the very spirit of ECW itself. When ECW came to an end, Rob Van Dam's talent could not be contained. He made his way to WWE, where he continued to build on his legacy. Some wrestlers struggle to transition from smaller promotions to the biggest stage in the world, but Rob proved that his style and charisma were universal. Fans embraced him instantly. His matches brought a level of excitement that made him must-see television. Every time his music hit and the crowd chanted RVD, you could feel the electricity in the arena. During his time in WWE, Rob Van Dam achieved incredible success. He won multiple championships, including the Intercontinental Championship, the Hardcore Championship, and Tag Team titles. But perhaps his greatest achievement came in 2006, when he won the Money in the Bank ladder match at WrestleMania 22. That victory gave him a guaranteed opportunity at a world title, and Rob Van Dam made history when he cashed in his contract and defeated John Cena at ECW One Night Stand to become WWE Champion. It was a defining moment in his career, one that proved Rob Van Dam wasn't just unique, he was a top star capable of carrying the company. That victory was more than just a title win. It was validation. For years, Rob had been seen as the innovator, the risk-taker, the fan favorite who always put on an amazing match. But holding the WWE Championship placed him at the very top of the wrestling world. It was a moment of triumph, not just for Rob, but for every fan who had believed in him since his ECW days. That night, the chants of RVD, RVD, echoed louder than ever before, and they carried the weight of history. But Rob Van Dam's story is not just about victories and championships. It's about resilience and staying true to himself. Throughout his career, he faced setbacks, injuries, and challenges that might have ended the journeys of others. Wrestling takes a toll on the body, and Rob's high-risk style meant he put himself in danger every time he stepped into the ring. Yet, he never let the pain or the setbacks define him. He always came back, always found a way to entertain the fans, and always stayed true to his style. Even as the years went by, Rob Van Dam remained timeless. His flexibility, his athleticism, and his ability to connect with fans never faded. Whether in WWE or independent promotions, Rob was always a star. He never compromised who he was, and that authenticity is what has made him beloved by generations of wrestling fans. Beyond the ring, Rob Van Dam has also embraced other ventures, from acting to public appearances, always carrying with him the same charm and confidence that defined his wrestling career. He has become a true legend, not just because of his accomplishments, but because of the way he carried himself with individuality, creativity, and authenticity. What makes Rob's story so powerful is that it reminds us of the importance of being true to who we are. In a world where so many try to fit into molds or follow trends, Rob Van Dam carved his own path. He didn't just want to be another wrestler, he wanted to be unforgettable. And through his creativity, his skill, and his spirit, he achieved that and more. Today, as he continues his legacy under a WWE Legends contract, Rob Van Dam stands as one of the most beloved figures in wrestling history. He may not wrestle every night anymore, but his name, his moves, and his legacy continue to inspire both fans and aspiring wrestlers. The new generation looks at RVD as proof that you don't have to follow the crowd to succeed, you just have to believe in yourself and be willing to put everything on the line for your dream. Rob Van Dam's story is one of resilience, individuality, and triumph. From Battle Creek, Michigan, to WWE and beyond, he has proven that the spirit of a true performer never fades. He is, and will always be, the whole fun show. And that is why we celebrate Rob Van Dam here, on Nation of Glory. Because his story is more than just wrestling, it's about courage, creativity, and staying true to yourself. Rob Van Dam will forever be remembered as a legend who gave the fans everything he had, and left behind a legacy that will live on for generations. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the life and legacy of Rob Van Dam. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Nation of Glory for more inspiring stories of wrestling legends, Hollywood icons, and unforgettable figures. Your support helps us keep telling these incredible stories that remind us all of the power of passion and determination.